Dark Shadows against the Soul Seekers. This is a game of all time. Shadows versus the Soul Seekers, for Shadows currently trying to put up a title charge. Beat how they performed last season, and the Soul Seekers are looking to try and return to playoffs despite having a 10-point penalty this season, but not playing a single game within the first 3 weeks of the season. Now they're looking to try and take the lead early here. After a successful defensive kickoff, we're looking to pass it down to NPC. Nev's looking to try and bump Billion out the way, but it's not a good enough bump. It's not on target, and it's going to get blocked by Billion. And now No Name and Miko looking to try and stop a potential clear coming away by Nurse here. Nothing's going to come through. Going to go for a slow play, but now both Bubbles looking to go straight at the ball. Not going to come to a goal here, but it's going to get further into its bottom left corner. NPC just underneath the ball now. Can't really do anything with it. Can look to try and do nothing, I guess, because he can't really do anything in this position. Billion looking to go for an off-wall shot, but NPC will end up blocking this. It wasn't on target, but Nurse does get the clear away anyway by going off the bumper. It's going to clear it away up towards No Name, who's going to get the item. Could potentially here look to use either their boost of a wall, because No Name does have the boost, so potentially he's going to look to use it straight away here. Going to hit it down. Maybe look for an auto as well in case. Going to look to shoot it off the top wall from the auto. Is it going to go around undefended? It is, and it's going to be the opening goal for the Shadows here after 5 turns. Very good start for them. Believe it or not, who could guess going 1 goal after 5 turns is a good start? Who could guess? Now, Soul Seeker's going to look to try and recover that 1 goal deficit here. We don't have any items though to be used here. No Name's going to go straight at the ball. It's going to be Nurse who wants to shoot the ball here, as Nev's going to look for a block on No Name. Not going to get it, but the ball is going to go off of Nurse. Still going to go round off the bumper, but Nev and Kruger aren't in the way to block its trajectory. They're trying to get a goal straight back. It's going to go all the way up just to Billion Gape. As NPC is going to look to try and get this top item here to get an item back. They can try and recover some of the play. And now there'll be Crew going up behind as well. I think that was Nev who was trying to go off the wall there. Went straight past it, but now Winter and Billion Gable looking to try and get this ball cleared away. Nev's going to be trying to block it, but he's going way too low. We're going to rely on Krug to make contact on Winter. Contact doesn't come through, but that might as well be a good thing for them here. They're looking to try and get blocks, and NPC was just looking to go straight at the ball. The blocks don't come through, but it ends up working out for them as NPC can get contact to take an equalizing goal here after 8 turns. Totally not a fluke at all. Although, whilst they do have a goal back, and we are level temporarily, it's going to be the Shadows here to take the lead likely here. They're going to look to use their ramp. They're likely going to use Goo here on top Winter here. There's the Goo being used to allow Nev to get the item. But it doesn't matter though, because you could have used that Goo to stop a goal. But instead we're back to being 2-1. 1 goal lead again restored. All the Shadows. As Kruger and NPC can't do anything in the back of that goal to stop it. It's another Goo being picked up here by Nev. They're going to look to try, originally looking for a pass play, now looking pass it up towards the top side instead, but No Name is diving towards the top of the ball here, potentially going to be using their wall here for Shadows, so they can end the series early. There's the wall being placed, it goes all the way through, but it gets stopped there by Nurse to stop the game 1 here from ending very early on. Burn Gabe's going to look to get this ball down towards the bottom wall instead, as they're going to like to try and commit some of their bubbles down towards a bottom wall potentially. Go straight in the path of No Name to try and take possession. Issue is here, NPC is in the way to try and stop the ball from being cleared downfield. Winter's going to look to follow it up though. So is Bill and Gabe. They'll look to try and get some distance on the ball and get it a bit further down the field. No contact gets made here though by the Shadow. It's going to go off the bumper, back up around. Now in an arguably much worse position here though. All they can do here is Winter look to go for a block on NPC. And there's a block going to be coming through. Billinggate's going to look to go slow behind the ball. Nurse is going to go straight towards the ball as well to see if they can redirect NPC back in the path of the ball. Kruger using a wall in case they shoot it up. Not really the most essential of walls. Could have been just not used. Could have kept it for later. Especially being a goal down, but now No Name's going to look to try and make the save here. Billingate going slow behind. Boost though in the hands of Seekers. They don't need to use though. All they need to do is use their goo. Billingate's slow play from behind is just a bit too slow. As Nev shoots that ball down towards the bottom post. Sneaks in 2-all, and now as well the Soul Seekers have boost here to use on the kickoff. They should realistically be using here. They are going to be using it. Here's the kickoff, setting it all up. However, Miko's not moving, expecting a boost to be used. He's going to block this here. It goes back into the boost, but just heads up towards the top side. The boost has been saved by the Shadows to keep it 2-all. Not going to have the game ending off the boost kickoff this time. Billinggate's going to look, try and get this ball off the wall slightly here. Going to go straight towards it. Nurse is going to go slow behind it. Miko's going to follow up as well behind Billingate. No Name's going to be one to claim this item. It's going to be a second one here for Shadows. Billingate's going to play it slow. Miko also looking to play slow. Winter's looking to get a bump on Kruger. Kruger goes towards the ball. No Name looking to block NPC, but NPC's not going to go towards it. However, now with only Nev behind the ball here to try and make a block, as No Name's looking to get a block on NPC. Miko's looking to shoot. Is this going to be a wall being used here? The wall is going to be used. However, Nev is in the way. Instead of going straight towards the ball to try and shoot, he is playing slow to get behind the ball. He has an item best used. And stays 2-all. And Miko looking to go just straight at the ball here. Going to get rammed completely away here. Berlin gives a look, try and get this ball off the wall. Doesn't get it. Instead gets in the front of the ball. He's going to look to try and get bumps there on both NPC and Nurse. No Name going to look to try and get behind the ball too. He's going to get bumped away here by Nev. Winter looking to get the bottom camp. Miko's going to look to try and cover the top side too as well, as this is a threatening position. However, no contact at all being made on the ball. That's going to spawn towards bottom side to favor the Shadows. Billinggate's going to look to try and bump Nev here, as Miko's going to want to try and go for the shot. However, right now, he's going to be getting bumped straight back into the ball, but yellow card being used anyway here by the Soul Seekers. Nurse going to look to try and bump No Name away. NPC is going to get out the way of the shot. Other Winter's going to look to try and be in the way here. Ghost being used anyways on No Name just for safety to try and get through the blocks as well. The ball doesn't go in the back of the net either. It gets cleared away. Billingate looking to get on the underside of the ball here and towards the item camps. No one going to bump Kruger away. And Miko's going to win out on top camp here. Where it's going to spawn bottom, and it's going to be the Seekers to pick this item up. However, No Name does have a very good, and that's not even No Name, is it either? That's Winter. Has a very, very good item in hand as well here for The shadows that get a position to use it are likely going to use it. And it's going to look to try and bump NPC away from clearing this ball away. Winter going to look to compete for top item here. Kruger's moving away from it. Now going to get a block on him. Big bumpers being used here though by the Soul Seekers. Miko's going to want to tap it into the bumper. However, might work out in their favor as now Winter has possession of the ball, looking to shoot this up straight. They can use the ramp here as well to redirect this ball slightly further to the left and get a shot on target. That's going to get some airtime as well, and this might be the goal to take game one here. Bounces off the top wall, completely no one on the top post to try and save it. That's going to be 3-2 for the Shadows in game one on the right side. Recording 3, 2, 1. Kill yourself. Game 2. Dark Shadows now on the left side, looking to try and get the double over the Soul Seekers. The Soul Seekers looking to try and shoot it straight middle. Doesn't come to any effect though. It goes down towards Billingape, towards the bottom wall. Winter looking to smash it straight into the wall, hit it up towards midfield, but Nurse and NPC are going to be ones to try it. Nev, NPC, that is not NPC, that is Nev. However, Nev can be described with the skill of an NPC at times. But he is going to take the bottom camp, doesn't go to it though, instead it's going to spawn top. Billingape going to get rammed into here by Nev. But Winter's going to look to play it slow, get behind the ball just in case anything unpredictable happens here. Just get behind it. No player stopping and moving that ball away from the Soul Seeker's side. Now NPC and Kruger in front of the ball. Freaky commentary, fuck off. NPC and Kruger looking to go straight at the ball to force this ball away. Billingape's going to look to try and follow it up with Winter plays, so it's going to bounce all the way off this bottom wall. Bounces up. There is 3 Seeker players down towards its bottom side to try and capitalize off this here. With only Winter beneath it, they're going to look to both get bumps on it, as no one's going to look to go in and out, trying to get behind the ball in case this shot does still sneak on through. Billingape looking to go for the top item, not going to get it, getting ghosted instead. It's going to be Nurse to pick it up, but no shot comes through here. No name's behind the ball to try and clear it away this time. And try and make a save to stop Kruger and Nev from forcing his ball through. Looking to hit it towards the bottom wall. Kruger's going to go on the underside of the ball, so it's just going to pinch right now into that bottom post. It's going to get stopped here though by Kruger and try and get a bump on No Name and allow NPC to try and get the tap in here to take the leading goal in game 2. Now Kruger's got to be careful, because if the bump's not good enough, like this one right now, they might risk being bumped back into the ball. However, unfortunately for No Name just decides to change the angle 17 million times from an effective bump to an ineffective bump. That's going to be the leading goal after 7 turns here for the Soul Seekers on the right side. Okay, my drink is open now. That's awesome. Anyway, Billingape looking to shoot this towards middle. He's going to try and block through the middle, but he's going to end up blocking his own shot instead, being bumped straight back into the ball. NPC is going to look to try and force the ball away. Changing mind now. Both players going to look to go slow. Winter's going to try and bump Nurse away here. NPC are looking to try and get this ball through now. It's going to get stopped. Its path here by Billingape might progress a bit further down, just heads towards this bottom wall instead. Nurse looking to shoot this ball down towards the bottom wall, but it's going to get blocked by Billingape. But Kruger's going to look to try and pinch it through anyway, but might just end up staying in that exact same area, which is exactly what's happened here now. Kruger and look, try and get a bump on Billingape. Nurse can look for a shot, but they're just going to get blocked instead here by this bitch in the middle. It's like, I don't know who it is. Winter. Block not going to come through now, because the big head being used by Building Gate. The shot goes on through, but NPC's in the path though to stop that ball from going in. But now Winter can have another chance there to try and put this ball in the back of the net. NPC going to go straight at the ball, but now they're looking to go for slow play. Take the time, get it ready for next turn instead. NPC's going on the right side of the ball. Boost being used, going to go straight into it, just being autoed. But honestly, the auto wasn't really the greatest of usage to do there. It just goes straight into Building Gate. It stops that ball from going in. Now Kruger looking to get on the end of a pass play here with NPC. Just look to go for item. Building Gate are going to look to try and block everything away. The pass is just a bit too far out of reach for Kruger. It's going to bounce all the way back up though. Unlucky for them, NPC and Nurse are in that area where the ball's going to end finishing there. We're going to play it slow, as NPC is going to look to try and get blocks on Building Gate in case it goes straight at a ball. Not going to, we're going to look to go up and block it if they hit it upwards. Two for players completely out of the play now. It's only Winter who can try and get a block on this ball here now though. Fortunately for the Seekers, they can't do anything really in this position. They have to play it slow. They can't really shoot it, otherwise they're going to go straight up to the top wall, and the angle NPC is going at right now isn't beneficial. Big head being used anyway by Winter. It's going to go all the way around into the top left bumper instead. They nearly scored, just not with the ball, just with Nurse instead. I would count that as a goal too, to be fair, but Kruger now looking to go straight at the ball, full power, knowing I'm going to go slow. Building Gate going to go for item camps. Both teams just going to take it slow. Kruger in front of behind the ball, no name in front of it. Now he's going to look to try and force a shot on through, but no one's going to play it, so it could go straight back into No Name. And Kruger's going to get bounced up towards the middle of the Shadows half here. The ball is going to follow him up part way. Yeah, it's going to stop. It's going to stay towards his top wall. Building Gate can't do much. Neither can either team. Neither team can do anything here. No Name's going to look to try and get off the bumper here as well, to try and get behind the ball and clear it away slightly. We're going to go for bottom camp. Building Gate going to look to get blocks, and the top camp does get it. In fact, the Shadows do get both camps completely open here. Building Gate's going to look to try and bump Nurse in case Nurse is going straight at the ball. They're not going to go back into their own half. Change of mind now. Never going to get rammed towards the bottom side. Ghost being used here though on NPC. It's going to allow the shot to come through, but Building Gate just gets bumped straight back into the path of the ball there to stop that shot from going in. We do have another chance here though, as they do have a nearly open net to shoot, and it's Kruger, the only one really back. Nurse can try and make some contact on it, but it won't really save it. Kruger's gonna look to go in and out, and they are gonna get it through to make the save, as Winter can't get the block needed to stop Kruger from making the in and out save. Out of frustration, was gonna just go straight back into Kruger again there. Triple commit here by the Shadows on the ball, but Nurse is gonna look to try and get in the way. But is it enough to save it? With the force of 3 players behind it, it's just not enough. It's going to stop just after the goal line. And Kruger can't get there this time, as Winter does end up ramming him away for an equalizing goal to take it back to 1-1 in game 2. But now on the Soul Seeker side, we've got NPC, Kruger, and Nev all going straight at the ball. Only means one thing. It's going to mean they're going to use the beach ball. Ramp Pavo also being used by the Shadows. We've seen it backfire sometimes already, but oh my god, we nearly scored from it still. But Building Gate gets in the way. It's been a common occurrence this season. Building Gate saving their own teams' shots. You can make a compilation out of it at this point. They've also burned the ramp for it as well. cleared away, only up to the top wall, gets blocked back upwards. Billingape and No Name behind the ball. Kruger and Nurse in front of it, gonna look, try and make the blocks necessary. No useful items here though for the Shadows to try and get a goal here. Only 2 big bumpers. That's not really the best of times to use them either. No Name now in front of the ball can look, try and get a double bump if they're fortunate enough on both Kruger and Nurse. But Billingape just gonna have to take it slow. Now looking for No Name to pass it down with Billingape's back bobble. As Kruger and Nurse gonna go full commit at the ball. Gonna have to hope that no contact gets made here by the Seekers. No contact has been made. Now Billingape can look to shoot this, or let No Name try and shoot it. As now, instead of Kruger and Nurse defending, it's now Nev and NPC. NPC is going to look to try and go straight up. Right now, will be making the save. No Name's going to look to try and get the tap info and redirect it in case contact is made. The redirect is very, very close, but it's just off the top post instead. Now Nev's looking to clear us away into the bottom bump. However, right now it's going to go into the bottom post instead. NPC is going to look to try and make sure it doesn't go in. But won't now because they've been red carded because they're fucking dumb or something. I don't know. Only leaves NPC back in the net. Billingape's going to look to try and get a shot away. Going to get bumped. But it redirects off of the other Billingape Bobble with the Bunder shot. But it's not enough for it to go in. It's going to stop right up at the goal line. But a boost being picked up here by Winter. Potentially, they might just look to auto this here to get a goal instantly. A complete freebie potentially. We're not going to in the end. And now we've got 3 Seeker Bobbles behind the ball. Only No Name in front of it to try and put it in. They might now look to use the boost, but he could have used it last turn and stopped NPC from getting here and having on kickoff. If this ball goes in the back of the net, that is. No boost being used still. It's not needed though, as it is just enough by No Name to force the ball in the back of the net off the inside of the post. Nev tries to clear it away. It was Nurse in the back of the net to try and force it away, but going in at the back of the net and back out, unfortunately just doesn't have the correct angle for it. And now the Shadows could end up using on kickoff here instead to win this one 3-1. There's the boost being placed there, but it's... What are you... Somehow, someway, the Shadows never fail this season to either block their own shots or fail to use boost correctly. Ghost even being used here on Billingape, allowing NPC to get the item, but not the goal, because you can't put enough power on it, because you've decided not to. You could shoot that ball straight at it, and you haven't. You've decided not to. Now you've got to make sure that NPC doesn't get bumped by Billingape into the top Nev Bobble. It's not enough anyway, though. The equalizer does eventually come through, but sure. Those were 2 turns of Division 1 gameplay. The Shadows did have a golden ticket on that previous kickoff to win it 3-1 with that boost. They've completely fumbled. Now, we're going to have to look to play it normally. So don't have an item to use on this kickoff, which would be very beneficial. Ned's going to go straight at the ball. Winter's going to look to make the blocks in case. Big Head being used anyway on No Name as a threat, I guess. No Name doesn't move though. It bounces straight back up now. Up to Nurse on the top side. They're going to look to try and get a shot here. With a Big Head potentially as well. And with the only item being Goo. If the Goo were to be placed in front of the ball still goes straight through. If they do use the Big Head here, this would just be over. As long as it's on target, there's the Big Head being used. It's going to spit on in off the top bumper. And it's going to be 3-2. In like 4 turns after Shadows could have won 3-1.